Christine Niles. Today's Friday, April 5th, 2019. Here are your latest church militant headlines. Bishop Robert Barron is applauding the appointment of pro-LGBT Archbishop Wilton Gregory to Washington, D.C. In a tweet published yesterday, Barron said, quote, "I was delighted to hear that Pope Francis has appointed Archbishop Wilton Gregory as the new Archbishop of D.C. He's been a friend and mentor for many years and was my spiritual director while I was a student at Mundelein. Join me in praying for him and his new archdiocese." Credible rumors say Barron will be leaving L.A. for Alabama to possibly become the new face of a revamped EWTN. The Vatican is affirming the guilt of Guam Archbishop Anthony Apuran for abusing minors. The Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith announced the decision yesterday, ruling that Apuran can no longer reside in the Diocese of Guam or use his mitre and ring. Critics say he's only receiving a slap on the wrist, noting that the convicted archbishop is being allowed to remain in active ministry, further calling into question Pope Francis's supposed zero-tolerance policy. Pope Francis met this morning with an LGBT group in Rome. The meeting had been hyped in recent weeks, with supporters saying the pontiff would give a historic speech on the decriminalization of homosexuality. But the Vatican downplayed the event, publishing a statement yesterday categorically denying the claims. Even so, critics say the meeting is yet more proof of the liberalizing attitude under the Francis pontificate towards the LGBT community. The Vatican's liturgy chief is warning that spiritual and religious collapse is enveloping the world. In a recent interview, Cardinal Robert Sarah said it's his duty as a bishop to declare that the West is guilty of rejecting God. Sarah said Europe is the source of the spiritual crisis, and he described the spiritual revolt as Western in character. He said, quote, "The Church needs a profound, radical reform that must begin by a reform of the life of her priests." Chinese Communist authorities are rewarding citizens for spying on underground Christians. Late last month, authorities in the southern city of Guangzhou announced they'll pay up to $1,500 to those who report members of unregistered churches to the police. Persecution of the country's underground Catholics has been on the rise recently after an agreement with the Vatican recognizing communist-approved bishops. I'm Christine Niles. Those are your church militant headlines. Please watch The Vortex today, where Michael talks about a revolting choice. And check out the download, where the panel discusses Opus Dei. God bless you.